Use code AFTV25 for 25% off your order with Faraway Pizza. Click the link below or visit faraway.co.uk now. Hey everyone, welcome back to AFTV. I'm here with Rory from Rory Talks Football. Go check him out on TikTok and YouTube as well. And of course, we've got you here on the Fan Cam, mate. Didn't really get to chat to you during the game and much after, so I'm really interested to get your thoughts on this because, as I've said to other people in the fan cams, there's a pessimism about what we can do there, and then there's almost a reality check of how bad it can really get.
Yeah, I think it was a reality check for sure. One that I hoped we would avoid, but ultimately it's happened. I think there's a reality check with squad depth. I know there's been a lot of, we don't want to scapegoat Holding, and I'm not scapegoating Holding. I don't think he played badly. I think he played to the best of his ability. But I think there's a level where it affects the whole team. It affects everyone around him. And I think the disappointing thing for me, the most disappointing thing was that all week I'd been saying if Arteta plays the same back four and we lose, I'll be more annoyed than if he tries something different and we lose, because we've seen that back four and it's been progressively getting worse, and it was bad again tonight. So I think that's the most disappointing thing for me, along with just the lack of fight. You know
what? I saw your tweet where you said that. You said, yeah, basically, I'm just rewording what you just said, but if you try something different, it doesn't go right, cool, like at least he tried something. But today, he just stuck too much with his principles. And I think what's even more, I don't know if embarrassing is the word, but like the biggest lesson you should take from it is Pep did change. Pep actually respected Arsenal from a more privileged position than we respected City.
Yeah, exactly. And look, Pep has the privilege of the squad depth, but even then, he didn't necessarily make the change that people thought he'd make. He threw John Stones back into just being a normal central centre-back, brought in Kyle Walker, and their defence absolutely nullified us. So that's the thing where sometimes you've got to make a change. Things aren't working out. I mean, even with City, things were working out, and they still made a change. So yeah, that's the ultimate. And like I said, the lack of fight, we got beaten by the better team, and I think we could.
They were superb.
Yeah, they were unbelievable, and Pep got it bang on. The players were up for it. We could have played our best game and still lost. It might not have been the battering that we had, but it could still have been a loss. So a lot of lessons to be learned. A lot of things that I guess we'd been trying to pretend maybe to ourselves didn't exist within the squad. Still a bit of frailty. I look at the leaders. This season I've said we've got a lot of leaders in the squad, but when the chips are down, how many of them actually stand up? Because I didn't see many today.
No, and I think that my biggest disappointment, not because I thought they were the worst players on the pitch, but lied with players like Jesus, Zinchenko, Thomas Partey.
The senior players.
Yeah,
the senior players, you'd expect them to step up. The youngsters, and again, I've said a lot this season, it's a young team and we've used that as an excuse, but today, where were the senior players? Well,
also because they've been there and done it. I mean, Thomas Partey, he has competed at the highest level at Atletico Madrid. He has gone to Anfield and dominated a game of football. Zinchenko and Jesus have been in that Man City team and know what it takes and have won countless trophies, including this very title we're chasing. So it's disappointing on their end. What did you make of Arteta, from selection to subs to in-game management to actually his demeanour was kind of questioned by Gunley, which I thought was a really good point as well?
Yeah, I wondered about a lot of their demeanours, whether they already, I feel like the reaction at the end of the Southampton game said a lot about their mentality, that was when they felt they'd blown it. Like I said, I wouldn't have started Rob Holding. And then at half-time, how can you not make a sub? We got battered. And giving them another 10 minutes, I feel like it's too much loyalty, potentially, in protecting some of the players that were having a poor game. It's insanity, trying to carry on. We gave it 10 minutes. We conceded within the first 10 minutes anyway, and then it's game over. Again, throw Kivior on, throw Trossard on for Xhaka. Just change the game. If we go and lose 6-0, it doesn't make a difference to the title race. So I'd have gambled on that and tried to do something else.
I don't know a single manager that has had serious success that hasn't adapted in some way, shape or form. Jurgen Klopp, when Liverpool was struggling, he moved Shaqiri into the team, Firmino and then Salah up top. Guardiola, he did it tonight and he's done it for other teams. Sometimes he over-tinkers, but his resume speaks for himself. Alex Ferguson would go 4-3-3 in Europe and move Rooney out wide. Jose Mourinho was the master of just, you know what, this team, we're going to respect them and we're going to have to grind something out here. Arteta does have to add that to his Arsenal, if you pardon the pun.
No, yeah, I agree. And look, Arteta's learning on the job. This is another thing. As much as the squad is young, so is Arteta. He's learning as he goes. I feel bad for like Reece Nelson. I don't know what more he has to do. Every time he comes on, he injects pace. He's smart. He's composed. So I'd like to see him get more time. I also really want to see us buy a striker in the summer. We're all talking about Rice and Caicedo and potential midfield options. The one big difference City had today was Haaland up top, so that both teams are really good at pressing, right? And City can go long. They can escape the press. They go. The first goal, they're in their own corner. 6 touches later, they've scored. The second goal, we're caught out because we're trying to play out from the back. Thomas Partey gives away that foul. Again, if we had an option to go long to a big striker, that doesn't happen. Third goal, Ødegaard gives the ball away, trying to play out from the back because we can't go long. I really want to see a different profile striker that gives us, in select games where you're against a top opposition that press the way that City did today, just gives you an outlet so that you can take that pressure off you. Ivan Toney, Rasmus Højlund, someone like that I really think is crucial when you look at the difference between the two.
That's a great point. Okay, so the end of the season is coming. Doesn't look like we're going to be fighting in the way we hoped we would, but the team can't give up. What do you just expect to see from the team between now and the end? Champions League football is, confirmed, somehow. But, what now?
I think now, for the rest of the season, I'd ring the changes. I don't think, a lot of the players look tired, and we all said that they shouldn't look tired because they've been playing once a week. They're young players. They're not actually just used to playing season after, a full season at that intensity. So players like Saka, honestly, just bring in Reece Nelson, Kieran Tierney, Smith Rowe. I'd just start playing them because ultimately, pride is on the line, but I think it's better to give those players the chance to play a bit and let's see what they can do.
Introducing FANZONE. My friend Elliot from Canada.
We are still
Say we are
top of the league. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league.
Allows any fan, anywhere you are on the planet, to broadcast live into our shows at the push of a button via our website or app.
I'm tired of hearing about the Europa League like it's silverware. So is the League Cup. So is the Dubai Cup. So is the Community Shield.
Michael, come on, they're not the same level.
No, I mean it.
Cecile. My guy.
FANZONE on AFTV Plus. You can download it on iOS or the Play Store and have your say. Hi and welcome along to the Invincible podcast. Lee Judges and me in the building.
That was Robbie's question. Can we win the Premier League?
It ain't as easy as that,
Well, no, like,
Get your ass over here, we're Arsenal.
Make sexual innuendos at me on things like that. Like, I think it's disgusting. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't work with you. We've spoken about it before. I probably will have to quit.
I've had my childhood ruined by Arsenal, and now my adult life is going to be ruined by Arsenal.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.